Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Hodge Garage. My camera person, Hannah, is back working for me. If you've watched the DIY boat seat video, you've seen her work before. She's a few years older now. So, this episode is going to be on this GMC Sierra. I know, it's usually the 09 Silverado or the Mazda in a couple of recent videos, but friend of mine, this is his truck, asked me to do a leveling kit and shocks, struts, all that good stuff inside of here, which has been covered in a previous video. As far as the leveling kit, it's KSP leveling kit with Monroe shocks on it. And actually, if you look at the truck, it looks pretty good, okay? It's a 2-inch lift, so if you're curious about like 2.5, 3, whatever, this is what the 2-inch leveling kit looks like, which is just this front end portion here. This is not a 4-wheel drive, this is a 2-wheel drive truck, but it has the 5.3 liter V8 inside of it, and that's what we're going to be working on next. So, throughout this process, I started getting something dripping on my head as I'm working underneath here. So if you come over here real fast and you look inside of the engine bay, now I pulled off the cover, but down inside of here, we've got all sorts of cracks forming inside of here. And you can see it's covered in all that good coolant. If you come around to this side over here, you can actually see coolant dripping down the radiator. And there is 100% a crack on this side. And I'd suspect another crack on the other side. I asked my friend, was it leaking any sort of coolant? And he said yes. And I said, okay, well, I'll try to find the leak. When you can't see it with the inspection cover on. This piece here normally goes on like so. So you cannot see inside of here where that plastic of the radiator is. Take it off, bam, right there. Plain as day, there's a crack in the radiator. Now, moving forward, we're going to basically swap out these radiators. We've got a Duralast from AutoZone, has a lifetime warranty on it. And we're going to go ahead and swap these out. It's pretty straightforward. There's no need to remove this top bracket up here. I'm pretty sure I did a video previously on a Toyota Camry where we did a radiator on it and we had to remove, or maybe it was a Blazer, I don't remember. We had to remove this cross member up here. This setup will not require that. All we're going to have to do is remove a few things over here, which I'll go through step by step, and then we'll be able to pull that radiator back towards the engine, lift it out, put the new one in. This is going to be kind of like a couple days thing, because I'm going to do a little bit tonight, go pick up the radiator tomorrow, and then probably be done tomorrow night, maybe. Whatever. You live in YouTube world, so when you watch this, you won't even know the difference. Okay? Stay tuned. We're going to jump back into it here in a minute. Okay, so here we go from our point of view video side. We got this electric fan here, which is awesome, and I think electric fans are great. We're going to go ahead and unconnect disconnect this little guy right there and that little guy right there. Should be pretty straightforward. Just got to get your fingers on it. Of course, now I'm going solo. Just got to get your fingers on it. Pop that little clip off of there. That'll be the first step. Go ahead and disconnect those fans. Okay, we got those disconnected, and some of the videos that you're going to find online, okay, just going to throw this out there, they're going to show you this top hose is actually just over there on this side of the engine. This particular model, okay, you can see it actually has a super long hose coming across for our top hose. So what we're going to do in order to get out these fans is we're going to have to disconnect our clip right here, and then we're going to come back and we're going to disconnect, well, I don't know yet, maybe we disconnect, maybe we don't, but regardless, top hose has got to come off. So now may be a good time. The other thing we're going to do here in a sec is we're going to go ahead and remove the air box, which this one in particular, kind of want to go into that when I get over there, because this thing is loosey-goosey. So I want to take a gander at that as well. Of course, I put down the phone, forgot to mention, we're going to use my trim removal tool, which if you guys work on cars and you don't have one of these, they're awesome. You should totally invest in one. Actually, what we're going to do with this is we're going to stick it underneath this little clip here. Okay, you can see it here. Yep, and boop, pop it right off of there. That'll be our next step. Okay, so we've got that disconnected with our tool. You can see it's just a little trim connector down there. Coming over here, we've got a couple things we're going to do. This one is actually missing. I feel almost 100% confident there's supposed to be a thing on here. You can comment below, but feel confident there's supposed to be one on there. On our MAF here, we're going to go ahead and disconnect our MAF, which I can't remember if I got a video on these MAFs, but you just push your thumb in on that, yank it off. For now, let's go ahead and just set that to the side. We'll reconnect later. We've got this hose. We've got some other hoses going, check my camera here, down inside of here. Okay, but right now, let's go ahead and just get our air box off of here, because I think, look at this. See how much that's moving? I feel like there's something wrong in there. I think this has been removed before and did not get put back on 100% correctly. So we can fix that. Okay, so to show you all, this is what the bottom of that air box looks like. We got these two guys here, and then there's this guy here. That's missing, okay? That one actually goes into this slot right here. There we go. There is a piece missing off of this. Now, I don't think it's the end of the world, personally. Looking down in here, I don't see it. I'm going to search around a little bit more, see if I can find it. But this piece actually can get stuck, and you can actually fit it right back on there, so it'll go inside of that slot. If you're lucky enough to find that part, definitely replace it. Looks like we got a missing screw here. So this air box has seen better days. You know, and actually, while we have this off, probably going to spray off this MAF real quick. I got some MAF cleaner spray, so we're going to throw that on there actually. Just clean it up, give that a little bit more life. But there you go. Okay, so that's disconnected. We've got, and I didn't show it, this piece actually lines up there with that tab. Loosen that guy up, and good to go. And then, let's see here. That's on there pretty good. We may be okay, but we'll find out here in a second. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and disconnect from our throttle body here. And then we've got a trim connector here. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and get our trim connector tool in there. We're going to separate that out. That's going to free up our upper rad hose and this guy here. And yeah, we'll just pull the whole intake off of there. As you're taking off this intake manifold, there is a connector right there. Try and do this one-handed. It just pops out. And the intake lifts free and clear. I'll put that in the garage tonight just in case it rains. And, you know, actually, since we've got it off, I might shoot some throttle body cleaner on here. Just go ahead and get her taken care of. Yeah, we'll see. But look at all this room for activities now. Okay, we got, can remove that nice and easy. We can leave it on there even. I don't know. We'll see as we go through this. And if you're halfway savvy on motors, you'll be able to figure that out. Next, we're going to move on to this. Go ahead and remove our upper rad hose. tell you, sometimes making YouTube videos kind of slows down the process. But pair of channel locks. Maybe some of you guys got the fancy hose clamp tools. If you do, feel free to comment with whatever your favorite hose clamp tool is. And this is really hard to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video. You guys see the gist of it. All right, we got that off. Now basically, it's all about just wrenching on it. Yeah, there we go. All the ice cube juice, as one of my favorite YouTubers likes to call it. And yeah, it opens this up even more. Okay, so the upper rad hose is off. Actually, I kind of want to prop it over here, just so we don't lose any more fluid out of the system. Yeah, let's see if we can get this kind of concocted. And I'll say this, zip ties are your best friend, so feel free to use zip ties to hold stuff back. It's peeing a little bit on the ECM, but should be fine. It's all weather. I got that back there. Remember, just as a reminder, that these videos are for entertainment only, and all that good lawyer talk. So anyway, now we are almost ready to take off our fans. We got this little guy down here, and we've got one over there. We're going to take off, I believe, a 10 mil. So let's do that. So to remove this little guy here, as it comes together, it's got a little lock here. If you wedge something where my thumb is and a screwdriver on top, bam, comes right off. No big deal. And then we've got them cooler lines taken care of. Okay, so on this one, I'm on the passenger side now. We've got this guy here, and I'm probably gonna need an extension, but you can see more cooler lines. And I'll be honest, just staring at it, I don't know which is which. We got transmission cooler lines and we got oil cooler lines, which is important to the type of radiator that you buy, but I can't remember which is which off the top of my head. I think this is the transmission side. Could be wrong about that, whatever. It's got to come off either way, okay? So get your 10 mil. Well, let's see, 10 mil, yep, 10 mil. And take this piece off. All right, so we've got that cooler line off. You can see it's got a little keeper on it here, which is nice. Good job, GM engineers. So we can just kind of fold that back up and out of the way. This little line here off to the side. Now we can go ahead and we can remove this line. It's coming from our reservoir. Okay, same process as before. So just pull it off. I don't think that needs, well, actually, no, I want to take that off first. Because right now, everything taken off, you can remove these fans, but since we're in here, I'm just going to go ahead and yank it. Also, down below here, we've got another line going in. This one's coming off of the head. You see, it goes back there. We can go ahead and take this one off, and this one up here, and then we'll move on to our quick connects, which, yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit because I don't have a pick tool. Probably gonna buy those tomorrow, actually. Pick tool is supposed to make this a little bit easier. They sell another little thing, but actually I'm happy with the fact that GM put quick connects on here, because I've done it without quick connects, and you're like, I don't know, I feel like you're playing with fire, because maybe you tighten it to the correct torques, maybe you don't. So anyway, quick connect takes care of that. So it's a plug and play type deal. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this and that one down there. Just pull these hoses back. See if I can zoom out. There we go. Okay, so take those off, and then we'll start working on these, which I believe is a 13 mil, but we'll get there next. Okay, so we got 13 mils here and over there. Come over so you guys can get a shot of it. It is a gorgeous Southern Indiana evening too, I tell you. Okay, so as I was taking this off, if you look down below here, right here, we've got one more bracket being held on. We're going to go ahead and remove that as well. Looks like a 10 mil. And yeah, pretty much we got our 13s out on the top here and here. And that'll should free up our fans. Alright, so fans are out, and pretty straightforward actually. You get those connected, you gotta, wiggle it back and forth, all that good stuff. It'll come out. You don't have to disconnect these here, which is good, because in the future, if those fans do go out, you don't want to have to take the entire, disconnect all this stuff to change some fans. So GM did good there. Right now we're pretty much on the step where we disconnect these here. I'm going to use a small screwdriver because I don't have a pick set, and this basically will lean backwards and pull out. Also, one thing we haven't disconnected yet that I forgot to mention, zoom in, look at that, is that little, okay, so we have the bottom rad hose unhooked, and now we're moving on to our quick connects here on the left side and then on the right side, and they've got these little rings inside of here. So you want to find an open spot, not this one actually, because it's tucked down inside there. You're not going to be able to get it off. On the back side here, this is going to be impossible to get a view of. Well, maybe not. Oh, come on, phone. There we go. You'll see there's another little gap on the side, and we can get the pick inside of there, and then just twist it out. You can see what I'm doing here, but I want to use two hands for this, so I'm going to set the phone down and finish this up. Okay, so for reference, this is it out. You can see basically you got to find this side down here, wherever that's located. On this one, it was literally sitting just like this. Got the little pick underneath here. You could have done it with a really small screwdriver too. That would have worked. The pick worked perfect though. And you just repeat this on our 4 quick disconnects and then unhook the lines. And then when I come back, we're going to go ahead and, actually I'll just go ahead and, I don't think I need to show you, take this bolt out and the one over there, and then the radiator will be ready to come out. Okay, so from top view, I took that one out there, this one over here, and popped it off. Notice these rubber grommets. This one's still stuck on here. May need that again. I haven't looked at the new radiator yet. So whatever you do, don't throw out your radiator till the new one's installed, because if you need these other parts, it'll be super important. There again is that big crack that we found, and then there was some on the other side too. I would suspect leaking somewhere where the plastic and the aluminum meet. And then from here you just lift it up and out. Alright, so we've got both radiators here on the ground, and a couple things to note here. This does not come with these fittings in, but they will need to be installed, and if you kept your old radiator, you know which way it goes. So our big connectors are going to go over here on this left side, and then our smaller connectors over on the other side. This one, the previous one, I guess you couldn't flush your radiator. This one looks like it's set up so it can be flushed in the future, which is probably a good thing. You can see radiator's kind of dinged up a little bit too. So this new one looks pristine, it's ready to go. And it comes with these rubber grommets here, but these on the bottom have to come off and be installed on our new radiator so that we can put them back down in the holes they belong in. So I'm going to go ahead and get the new fittings installed, and I'm actually going to set this on some cardboard before I do that so I don't mess up the radiator. And yeah, basically reverse order from there. Just put it back in, make sure you got those rubber stoppers on the bottom, and then the last thing I'll show you in this video, you're basically just going to reverse exactly what I have already shown you. But the last thing you're going to do is put new coolant in, which we'll get to that here in a minute. Alright, sports fans, we're almost at the conclusion of the video. I appreciate if you stuck by this long to see, you know, the final product and steps. You can see we've put everything back together the way we had it, and we're going to do a couple little things here real fast just to make sure everything's good to go. But I do want to point out, this is not a sponsored video, by the way, but if you work for Prestone or somebody else and you want to sponsor me, please reach out, because that sounds good. Anyway, deck's cool. That's what GM vehicles take. If you look here on the cap, it says deck's cool. Okay, so I'm not saying that you can't run something else, but I'm saying this is what GM engineered these trucks to use. So you can see 95 and newer on here. If you're doing something with your coolant system, whether it's what we're doing right here or anything else, this is what you need to replace the GM stuff with. Okay, same thing for European cars and everything else. Yeah, so make sure you purchase the correct deck's cool stuff. All right, now for the next part, we're going to take this bottle and we're going to dump it into there. Okay, and when we do this, we're going to fill it up to the fill mark. Then we're going to start the vehicle. We're going to allow it to burp. Okay, so what can happen whenever you do this sort of thing is you can get bubbles in these lines. Okay, now this system is designed to burp itself. Okay, shaky cap, yeah, it's got a vent in it. Okay, and that's designed to allow the air to escape until it's pressurized and all that good stuff. Okay, so on this one, the way I'm going to start out doing it is I'm going to just keep adding fluid until it maintains that steady full mark right there, and then I'll know, okay, we're good to go. It's burped out the system. If, all right, you're doing a radiator job and you notice, hey, this thing keeps overheating, and I've already changed out with all this good stuff. The problem could be that it's not burped. Okay, and there's multiple ways to do this. The most redneck but effective way to do this is to actually set the car with this bottle on the high side. Okay, so if you got a hill or something like that, tilt the vehicle. What will happen is all the fluids will fill the engine, radiator, all that good stuff, heater core. Okay, and then that will push the air boop, up and out. Okay, that's kind of an old school trick, but it also works. If you have a vacuum pump, you can also vacuum pump it out. I have one, but this engine should be able to go ahead and burp itself, and we'll get it back up on the road. But that's the video. If you have questions, I try to reply within 24 to 48 hours. Any comments, unless they're negative, and then I'm just going to delete it. So if you don't like my videos, don't watch them. But if you do like my videos, please be sure to like and subscribe. Love to get one of those play buttons from YouTube. And if you haven't checked it out yet, we do have merch. You can see mine is well worn. Hodge Garage hats in 2 different colors. We've got shirts, hoodies, all that other good swag to support the channel. I've got all the prices marked down as low as I can mark them. Okay, so it's not, I'm not, you know, Warren Buffett over here. I'm trying to get rich. All right, so if you want to, please support the channel by buying merch, liking and subscribing. At, you know, just hit the subscribe button. It's free, and I appreciate it. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and hopefully you tune back in next time something breaks, and we'll show you how to fix it.